So in this problem, we're given a design plan, and we're told that in the loop of quadrant C for this interchange with NC 581, and it's shown here in the blue circle, what is the total change in heading for a vehicle that travels throughout the loop? So zooming in on the specific design sheet, plan sheet with loop C, we see that in the lower left quadrant of this design plan. And then zooming in a little more closely so we can see just the loop, and now we're going to start walking through the various components to see what the total change in heading for a vehicle that travels throughout this loop would go through. So we've got our vehicle, and it's heading along the bridge, and it's going to take this entrance loop. It's going to take us to the interstate facility, and we're going to end up there merging onto our access controlled facility. So we start with on the heading with the red line, and we're going to end up with the second red line there as we leave the loop. So we can pull in some of our information from our curve table for the loop in quadrant C. So we've got a couple of spiral transitions on each side of a simple curve. And again, we're going to make that transition from our entrance to the loop to exiting the loop. So we're going to start with the first component. This is a spiral transition. It's got an angle of turn of 32 degrees, 13 minutes, 44 seconds. Next, the simple curve. This takes us approximately 180 degrees. The actual is 180 degrees, 1 minute, 6.7 seconds. And finally, the last component, a spiral transition that has two components, 1 degree, 3 minutes, 6.7 seconds, and 26 degrees, 53 minutes, 14.5 seconds. And so those are the angles of turn that we're going to go through, the heading changes that we will experience, or a driver would experience going through this loop. And if we add those four components together, we're going to come up with a total heading change of 240.1866 degrees. So walking through each component, that first component changes our heading approximately 32 degrees. The next component adds another 180 degrees. And our last component there is at approximately 28 degrees total, adding those two angles together.